Hello everybody, my name is Di. I'm 75 years old and I live in South Australia, and I have Parkinson's disease. I live alone and I was diagnosed in 2016. My diagnosis was not really a surprise because my grandmother had had Parkinson's, so I kind of recognised the twitching that I was getting, and that was the thing that led me to go and seek a diagnosis, was the twitching in my left ring finger. After diagnosis, of course, I did a little bit of reading and I recognised that I'd had non-motor symptoms of Parkinson's disease for quite some time, and those included constipation, gut problems. I'd had endoscopies and colonoscopies, no abnormality detected, but there was certainly something going on there. After diagnosis, it was really good to have an explanation for the nausea, the cognitive problems. Currently, my Parkinson's is manifesting in numbness in my feet, shin splints, dystonia where my feet and toes curl up, and my fingers especially will curl up when I'm trying to knit. I've got a top lip that dances around sometimes, which can be a little bit off-putting, and I'm finding more and more muscles and wanting to join in the dance. So how does Parkinson's impact my life? I guess the lethargy is the thing that really gets to you. For example, you never know when you make appointments or arrange to go out or whatever, whether you're going to be able to do it on that particular day or not. And that can lead to a few problems from time to time. Another thing that I find quite distressing is the lack of flexibility that I have now. Increasingly, I'm unable to move as I once did, and that can cause a few problems as well. For example, not so long ago I was in the supermarket and I dropped my shopping list on the floor, and of course I couldn't reach it when I bent over, and I ended up standing like a giraffe drinking, which was not very ladylike at all, trying to pick up my list, which I did manage eventually, thankfully. Having told you a little bit about my life and my experience with Parkinson's, I guess what I'd really like to say is that Parkinson's is a progressive neurological disease, and quite often what you see of the person on the outside is not what's happening inside. People have described Parkinson's as an iceberg, and that's pretty much the way it is. 1/10 above and 9/10 below the surface. There's lots of research going on at the moment for Parkinson's disease, and I think just hope and pray that something good comes out of it in the very near future. Thank you so much for listening.